Very good morning to all my dear students and welcome to Online Ventures by Exampur. I request you all to please quickly connect with me and please quickly join the session so that I can start the proceedings for today. All of you please do join the session as quickly as possible. All of you, a very good morning to you all and welcome to Online Ventures by Exampur. Do join the session as quickly as possible. So guys, today we are live again for the Express 365 current affairs for the SSC exams in English medium. And I have already told you that those friends of you, those relatives of you who are preparing for the SSC and railway exams in English medium, do suggest them to attend this session on daily basis from Monday to Saturday, sharp at 7 on the Online Ventures by Exampur. Connecting, very good morning. Welcome to the class. Welcome to the session. Please do join the session as quickly as possible, all of you. Deepika Goyal ji, very good morning. Jai Hind and Namaskar and welcome to the class. So how are you doing? And how is the preparation going on? Please do tell me about that. All well? All fine? All good? Okay. I hope everything is fine, everything is good. Yesterday we had already a session at 2 p.m. in which I taught you about the geographical view of India. Okay. Very good morning. Very good morning to all. Most welcome to the class. Most welcome to the session. Okay, let's begin the class for today. First of all, the biggest news from the sports arena is that the World Test Championship final has been won by New Zealand after defeating India by 8 wickets. Remember one thing, New Zealand on their soil have defeated India in the finals of the World Test Championship. This was the first ever World Test Championship conducted, and it was being conducted for the last 2 years, and finally New Zealand, the well-deserved team who also got knocked out in the final of the Cricket World Cup, has finally emerged victorious after defeating India in the World Test Championship final. Remember one thing, New Zealand was crowned ICC World Test Champions after beating India on the final day of the World Test Championship at the Aegis Bowl in Southampton, England. Okay, so this was held at Southampton, England. Remember one thing, the New Zealand was crowned the ICC World Test Championship at Southampton, England. India was all out for 170 runs in the second innings, leaving New Zealand to chase a small total of 140. That was 139. A particularly dangerous spell from R. Ashwin, though tested New Zealand nerves after he dismissed both the opening batsmen early. Some people must have watched this test match. I was particularly watching this on the television screen, and my nerves were also very much tensed. I always wished that India could win this, and if India could have won this ICC World Test Championship, it would have been the only team to win all the formats of the Cricket World Cup. The World Test Championship has been a tremendous journey for the New Zealand that had lost the 2019 ICC Men's ODI World Cup to England, despite the final ending up in a tie following the super over due to boundary count rule. So remember one thing, you might have heard about this particular match. The ICC Men's ODI World Cup was a real drama, and finally England won that World Cup. And remember one thing, the country from where the cricket originated, they have won the Cricket World Cup for the first time, that is England. And the ICC World Test Champions have been won by which one you can say, New Zealand. The 2019 World Cup final was one of the greatest ODI finals in the history of cricket, with both teams deserving to be the winners. However, England had won the title, their first ever, and New Zealand had finished as the runner-ups. But finally, it's New Zealand who has emerged victorious after defeating India by 8 wickets in the ICC World Test Championship final at Southampton in England. All clear, all done? Asmi Sinha ji, Jai Hind, Namaskar and welcome to the class. Okay. Next important news for today is that Cochin International Airport has wins the honor in the airport service quality. Remember one thing, all the existing airports that we have in India, this international airport on your screen, that is the Cochin International Airport, has been honored with the airport service quality. This is the airport, this is the only airport in India which has been honored with the airport service quality award. It is believed that this airport gives the best customer service to the people flying to different destinations. So remember one thing, CIAL, Cochin International Airport, has won Airport Council International Director General's Rule of Excellence honor in the airport service quality. So remember one thing, if the question comes which honor has been given to the or has been bestowed to the Kochi International Airport, you will say it's the Airport Council International Director General's Role of Excellence honor. This is the Role of Excellence honor. Airport Council International is a global body of airport operators which established role of excellence recognition to the airports. Remember one thing, this ACI, which we call at Airport Council International, this is an international body. This is a global body which represents the airport operators just in order to recognize the airports the honor with the best customer service. This recognition is awarded to those airports which, in the opinion of passengers, consistently delivered excellent services. I already told you that this honor of role of excellence in the airport service quality, which is presented by Airport Council International, is given to those airports internationally who, in the opinion of passengers, consistently delivers the excellent services. This Airport Council International, ACI, Airport Council International service quality programs have been helping the airport officials in ensuring international standards in the airport management. Role of excellence honor is a gesture from global organization recognizing CIAL's commitment to the passengers. So remember one thing, this CIAL, the Cochin International Airport, has been honored with the Airport Council International Director General's Role of Excellence honor in the airport service quality, one of the best airport in India in terms of the passenger services. So do remember that. Am I clear to you all? Please reply to me, please respond to me. Those people who are live on the session, please do respond to me and please do reply to me. Everybody. All clear, all done. Any query, any doubt, if you want to have, you can raise it to me. If you have any query, any doubt, you can ask me. Everyone, please go ahead. Okay. It's a Wonderful Life. You might have heard about the Ruskin bond. Have you heard of the Ruskin bond? This author lives in India and especially in Missouri. It's a Wonderful Life. Roads to Happiness by the Ruskin bond. Remember one thing, in this book, which he started writing last year when the world was basically struggling with the COVID-19 pandemic, he has expressed his feelings, he has expressed his life experiences, he has expressed the life experiences of small town people, urban cities, then we can say the glamorous life, the non-glamorous, everything has been penned down into it by the Ruskin bond. Remember one thing, the lines quoted with dry humor and infused in philosophy are all back in voguish fashion while you live through the bond's latest endeavor. It's a Wonderful Life. This book, which has been penned over the last year while India and the world coped with the coronavirus pandemic, is part nostalgia and part current affairs as Bond tries to make sense of life's diverse currents. Remember one thing, in this book, It's a Wonderful Life, the Ruskin Bond has tried to narrate, has tried to basically explain the feeling of an individual with respect to the pandemic of COVID-19 and also the past glory, the past incidences of the life. The array of short stories has is offering glimpses into the small town people, big city blues, the odd share of ghost, and all immersed with India's colonial past and its chaotic present from one part of the spectrum. At the other end, there are his self-referencing journals that juxtaposes the author's personal life, his writing pursuits, and the world around him, especially nature, be it the towering hills or a wild plant warming itself in the sun. So remember one thing, in this book, he has tried to link the feelings, he has tried to narrate the story of a small town people to the big city blues. He has tried to basically pen down his personal life experiences from the era of British rule to the independent India. Then his, remember one thing, residential decision in India, everything has been completely written. It has tried to simply link all those past with the present. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. His first novel, The Room on the Roof, received the John Llewellyn Rice Prize in 1957. He was awarded with the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, his novel in English. Remember one thing. So his first book was The Room on the Roof. The Room on the Roof was the first novel of Ruskin Bond, who is an Indian author of British descent. By birth, he is a Britisher, but presently he lives in India. That is why we tell he is an Indian author of British origin, and his first novel was The Room on the Roof, which was awarded with the John Llewellyn Rice Prize in 1957, and he was also awarded with the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. That was his English novel. Is that clear to everybody? So the room on, and the present book is the which one? This is the It's a Wonderful Life. Okay. Now we are coming to the next important news. UN Public Service Day 2021. United Nations Public Service Day. Remember one thing. UN Public Service Day is observed on June 23 to recognize value and virtue of public service to the community. Please do remember one thing. The United Nations Public Service Day, remember one thing, is observed every year on June 23rd in order to recognize the value and virtue of public service to the community. Always remember one thing. The service to the human is the service to the God. It was told by none other than Swami Vivekananda. And this is the true as well. As much as you distribute, that much you will gain. This is the reality of the life. The day emphasizes on the importance of public service in the advancement phase. The theme of this year is innovating the future public service. Innovating the future public service. New government models for a new era to reach sustainable development goals in 2021. So the theme of this year is which one? Innovating the future public service. The new government models for a new era to reach the sustainable development goals in 2021. UN Public Service Day is celebrated on June 23 every year. The day was designated by the United Nations General Assembly's resolution to celebrate the value and virtue of public service to the community. So why this day was chosen as the Public Service Day? In order to emphasize the importance of public service in the advancement of our society. And this day was designated by the UN General Assembly to celebrate the value and virtue of public service to the community. So in order to recognize those social servants, in order to recognize those NGOs, in order to recognize those individuals who give their entire life, who spared their entire life in order to serve the community. So in order to honor their ideology, in order to honor their values, in order to honor their perception, this particular day, June 23rd, is observed around the globe as the Public Service Day. Am I clear to you all? This is observed as the Public Service Day. Do remember that. And as I have already told you, the service to the human, the service to the mankind is considered as a service to the God. That must be kept in mind. Always remember one thing. As much as you serve the needy people, as much as you serve the, you can say, society, as much as you serve the people of this of your surroundings, you are going to have a lot of blessings all around. And remember one thing, in the last 2 years of pandemic, the people have across the world has come across that what life is all about. Nothing goes with you. Is everything you leave on this planet Earth and then you depart. So the best way to live the life is to earn your livelihood and serve the community. Simple. Okay. This is a very important initiative. Tax Inspectors Without Borders, TIWB. What is Tax Inspectors Without Borders program? This program has been initiated by United Nations Development Program in order to guide, in order to provide technical know-how, or in order to, you can say, remember one thing, strengthen tax administration, tax collection across the world by helping the other countries. So remember one thing, Tax Inspectors Without Borders, TIWB. Tax Inspectors Without Borders. It is a joint initiative of the UN Development Program, that is UNDP, and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, that is OECD. And this was launched in which country? You can say Bhutan. So Tax Inspectors Without Borders, it's a joint initiative of the United Nations Development Program and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, which was launched in Bhutan. India was chosen as the partner jurisdiction and has provided the tax expert for this program. Remember one thing, when UNDP launched this program in Bhutan, they have chosen India as a partner jurisdiction in order to provide the tax expert for this program. What is the objective? The program is expected to be of about 24 months duration, through which India, in collaboration with the UNDP and the Tax Inspectors Without Borders Secretariat, will aim to help Bhutan in strengthening its tax administration by transferring the technical know-how and the skills to its tax auditors and through sharing of best audit practices. So in this particular exercise, Tax Inspectors Without Borders, which is the joint initiative of the UNDP and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, this has been started in order to strengthen the tax administration in those countries, in those economy where the tax skills are not up to the order, where the tax auditors are not well skilled. And this program, which has been launched in Bhutan, in this particular initiative, India has been chosen as the partner jurisdiction, and the Indian tax auditors are going to provide technical know-how and their skills experiences by sharing the best audit practices. The initiative is to enable the sharing of tax audit knowledge and skills with the tax administrations in developing countries all over the world through a real-time and targeted learning by doing approach. Remember one thing. So this Tax Inspectors Without Border, this is to enable the sharing of tax audit knowledge and also the tax skills with the tax administration in which countries? You can say developing countries all over the world, so that the tax administration can be strengthened. So this is also, and remember one thing, ultimately any country earns the revenue with the proper implication, with the proper implementation, and with the proper administration of the tax rules. So unless until your tax administration and tax know-how is not well, you cannot gain the revenue. And unless until you don't have the revenue, you cannot prosper, you cannot develop, you cannot progress. So this is the need of the hour. And in order to strengthen the tax administration, this initiative has been started by two important organizations, that is UNDP and OECD, United Nations Development Program, as well as Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. I hope it is clear to you all. Okay. The next important news is related to the COVID pandemic. WHO, that is World Health Organization, has come up with a data list that Delta variant may become dominant lineage. The third wave, we are talking about the third wave. Yesterday, Joe Biden, the American president, has also urged to the people of the entire world that please do get vaccinated ASAP, as soon as possible, so that your body shall be capable of countering with the Delta variant of the COVID virus. So remember one thing, WHO has warned that Delta variant, which is significantly more transmissible strain of COVID-19, is expected to become a dominant lineage if current trends continue. It means those variants which has plagued the world, those variants which has contaminated the world, they were less transmissible. But this Delta variant of the COVID is going to be more and more transmissible strain for the COVID-19. It is expected to become a dominant lineage if current trends continues. Warming came from WHO reported, after WHO reported in 85 countries and continues to be detected at more places worldwide. So according to the reports of the WHO, 85 countries in the world is already facing the Delta variant. According to it, variant Alpha has been reported across 170 countries. Variant Beta is in 119 countries. Variant Gamma was in 71 countries. And the variant Delta is in 85 countries. Delta variant has been reported in 85 countries worldwide so far and continues to be reported in the new countries as well. 11 countries reported in past 2 weeks. This is the most important development related to the Delta variant. Delta variant is significantly more transmissible than the Alpha. So we have Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta. So this is the fourth variant of the COVID-19. Am I clear to everyone? And this Delta variant is supposed to be more transmissible. So it is going to affect the world badly, undoubtedly. This has been reported in 85 countries worldwide so far. In the last 2 weeks, it has been told it has been reported in 11 new countries, and this is significantly more transmissible than the Alpha variant. This is going to be a, you can say, deadly variant. So all of you, if you have not got vaccinated, if your near and dear ones have not got vaccinated, if your neighbors have not got vaccinated, simply educate them, simply make them aware that please go and get vaccinated ASAP. Now comes the next important news. Jamshedji Tata. Jamshedji Tata, father of Indian industry. What is about him? Jamshedji Tata, the founder of the Tata Group, has topped the Edelgive Huron Philanthropist of the Century. It is believed that in the past 100 years, an individual or an industrialist who has donated much of his wealth for the welfare of the humanity, for the welfare of the people, is none other than Jamshedji Tata, has topped the Edelgive Huron Philanthropist of the Century. The report pegs the current value of his donation mainly to education and healthcare at about $102.4 billion. Exactly, Karthik Sharma, you are absolutely correct. He is the biggest philanthropist of the world, undoubtedly. Remember one thing, according to this report, Edelgive Huron Philanthropist report, it suggests that the donation he has given for the improvement and development of education and healthcare sector, this stands around $102.4 billion with the start of his key endowments way back in 1892. So he started his practice of donating in 1892. Tata is the only Indian in the top 10 list. The other Indian among the top 50 is Ajim Premji, the former chairman of the Wipro, who is ranked 12th. So remember one thing, Tata is the only Indian in the top 10 list, and the other being Ajim Premji. Jamshedji Tata was the founder of Tata Iron and Steel Works, TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Works company in Jamshedpur, which is now known as Tata Steel. His endowment started as early as 1892, and he was popular for his ventures within cotton and pig iron industry. Though Jamshedji Tata died in 1904, Tata Steel operates across 26 countries and employs about 80,500 people. So Tata is not only a company, it's a, you can simply say, the blood in the veins of Indian. Jamshedji Tata is regarded as the father of Indian industry, and he was so influential across the world of industry that Jawaharlal Nehru referred him as one-man planning commission. So if the question comes about whom, this quote was given by Nehru, that one-man planning commission, it was none other than Jamshedji Tata, the founder of the Tata Group, the father of Indian industry, who is presently regarded as the Edelgiven Huron Philanthropist of the century. Now let's begin with the today's question. The first question for today is that which country has lifted the inaugural ICC World Test Champions Trophy? The first question for today is that which country has lifted the inaugural ICC World Test Champions Trophy? It's the Australia, it's the India, it's the New Zealand, or it's the England. Who has lifted the inaugural ICC World Test Champions Trophy? Please go for the reply, everyone. So what would be the answer? It will be New Zealand. After defeating India by 8 wickets, and this was held at Southampton, England. Next important news is that which of the following airports has won the honor in airport service quality? Who has won the honor in airport service quality? Is it the Kochi International Airport? Is it the Bangalore International Airport? It's the Indira Gandhi International Airport, or it's the Jaipur International Airport? Which of the following airports has won the honor in the airport service quality? What will be the answer? It will be the A option, Kochi International Airport. Who has authored the book It's a Wonderful Life? Is it Amish Tripathi, Ruskin Bond, Preeti Shenoy, Anita Desai? Who has authored the book It's a Wonderful Life? Please do tell me. Author of the book It's a Wonderful Life. You will say it's the Ruskin Bond. Next important news is that on which day do we observe the United Nations Public Service Day every year? On which of the following day we observe the United Nations Public Service Day every year? 21st June, 23rd June, 25th June, 27th June. 21st June is basically which one? Summer solstice. This is the summer solstice. It is in northern hemisphere. Longest day. This is also celebrated as the International Yoga Day. This is 23rd. And in 2021, we have celebrated 7th. This was the 7th year of International Yoga Day. Which organization has or have started the Tax Inspectors Without Borders initiative? Tax Inspectors Without Borders initiative has been started by which of the following? United Nations Development Program, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, World Trade Organization, or it is both A and B. So which organization has or have started the Tax Inspectors Without Borders initiative? And you all know this has been started from the country of Bhutan, and India will be helping out Bhutan in providing the tax skills, tax know-how, tax technicalities in order to enhance and increase the collection of revenue and proper administration of the tax regime. So this is being done for the same factor. Can you please tell me? So it will be the United Nations Development Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. So the answer will be both A and B. And it has been started from Bhutan. to strengthen tax administration. Do remember, this is for the strengthening of the tax administration. So guys, this is all for the today's session. Let's meet tomorrow again at the same time, and please do promote the session with all your friends. Please do share the session with all your friends as much as possible, so that this session can be taken to the new level, to the next level. Thank you so much guys. Bye bye and take care. Have a great day ahead. Thank you so much. Bye bye and take care. See you tomorrow.